The recently completed 2019 Texas legislative session passed two bills that will impact TRS reporting. This presentation contains a summary of those changes as they impact education service centers. If you're not with an education service center, please close this presentation and view the one that pertains to your entity type. Senate Bill 12 increases the contribution rates incrementally over the next 6 fiscal years. The member contribution rate will remain 7.7% for the next 2 fiscal years. The first increase for member contributions under this bill will occur in FY 2022. With any eligible compensation received on or after September 1st, 2021, the member rate will be 8.0% and will remain at this rate for 2 fiscal years. The next member contribution increase will take place in FY 2024 when it will be 8.25%. The rate applies to any eligible compensation received on or after September 1st, 2023. Likewise, the state contribution rate will increase as part of Senate Bill 12, with the first increase going into effect in fiscal year 2020. The state contribution rate will be 7.5% for any eligible compensation paid between September 1st, 2019 and August 31st, 2021. On September 1st, 2021, the state contribution will increase to 7.75%. This will apply to eligible compensation paid between September 1st, 2021 and August 31st, 2022. Effective in FY 2023, the state rate will be 8.0%. And finally, the state contribution rate will increase to 8.25% in FY 2024 with pay received on or after September 1st, 2023. The state contribution rate impacts the following reports: Federal Fund Private Grant, New Member, and Pension Surcharge, which will be discussed further on the next slide. The employer contribution is based on TRS eligible compensation paid and not when the money is earned. For example, if a TRS eligible employee has all or part of their eligible wages paid from federal funds or private grants, the employer is required to pay the state's contribution out of the same funding source. Therefore, the employer contribution will increase in line with the chart on the previous slide. The pension surcharge is due from the employer when a TRS retiree exceeds half-time work in a calendar month. As the pension surcharge is a combination of the member contribution rate and the state contribution rate, it will increase per the chart on the slide over the next 6 fiscal years. There are no increases to the TRS care surcharge at this time. The final change enacted through the 2019 legislative session applies to the contribution formerly known as the RE payment for non-OASDI members. It will now be called the Public Education Employer Contribution, or EC for short. Up until now, the contribution was due for employers who do not pay Social Security on TRS members. As of September 1st, 2019, all non-higher education reporting entities are required to pay this contribution on all TRS eligible employees, regardless of whether the employer pays Social Security. Education service centers are required to pay the EC contribution on 100% of the TRS eligible salary. Until we are able to update the name of this contribution on all TRS documents, the RE portal, and the TextNet menu, please remit any amounts due for the Public Education Employer Contribution under the RE payment for non-OESDI contribution type. Like the member contribution rate and the state contribution rate, the Public Education Employer Contribution, formerly non-OESDI rate, will increase over the next 6 fiscal years. The chart on this slide indicates when the new contribution rates become effective. Again, the rate applies to salary paid on or after September 1st of the fiscal year, regardless of when the compensation was earned. To summarize, this chart illustrates all of the contribution rate increases mandated by the 2019 Texas legislative session. This presentation has been a summary of the 2019 legislative changes that impact TRS reporting as it pertains to education service centers participating in TRS. If you have any questions about what the reporting requirements are, please reach out to your reporting coach or contact at trs.texas.gov.